Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K20.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the backdrop. It's getting late, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader. And he said,
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can't, I think that's a good point.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. We've got Hardaway. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in a power forward position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And, you know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Lillard finds Anthony. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the miss by C.J. McCollum.
Boy, you got to push Porzingis out of the paint. If you don't, you're looking for trouble.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. The long distance 3 is buried.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep. And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out. And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. And no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
So it's Portland now. The Mavericks making the shot. 17-foot shot on the way. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And the rejection by Collins. Oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. 2 points. That one goes. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. McCollum kicks to Collins. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Hardaway. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Finney-Smith's got 5.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Porzingis inside. Get on Nurkic. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Nurkic. McCollum right side. Curry with the defensive effort.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Finney-Smith. No good on the triple. Here's Nurkic. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's the 3. But they get it back. Doncic. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Burt. Also, J.J. Barea out there. Marjanovic is out there with Wright. And it's Kleba in at the 4. Here's Azania. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, 1 star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shoots over Burke. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Simons has got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now here's Wright. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it, and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those are things that I did pretty well.
Portland again missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Hardaway's checked in for J.J. Barea. And even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact, Clark, when on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. But there's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
Here's Burke. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Count that one.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
The Trailblazers rebound. Pass to Simons. Here's Trent. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Right side, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. He gets it in there. Hardaway has got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Kept alive. Whiteside, good.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here is Hardaway. 20 points for him last game against Denver. And it's blocked by Whiteside. To the middle. Here's Azania in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Trailblazers trail by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
Both good from the line that time. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got his second basket of the night. Out to the right wing. Doncic passes to Curry. Right side, Porzingis. Shot from 12. Misses off the left iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a wide open look for McCollum. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Doncic outside. The pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Lillard and Damian Lillard with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Berea's checked in. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. They get it back. And Doncic gets it to go. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
McCollum with the bounce pass. Here's Collins. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Clark, a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Anthony on the double team. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Berea. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Hard not to commend the confidence of Berea. For a point guard, he's an excellent scorer, particularly inside.
Shot by Collins, no good. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, forget about it, Kevin. I mean, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Porzingis passes to Berea. Nice shot from the wing. Berea's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid in setting up his teammates.
One-on-one here. The 17-footer. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Here's a look at some stats for Kristaps Porzingis. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. Averaging 23 points per game, 11 rebounds, and he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Oh, good with the triple. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Anthony. 9 points for Hassan Whiteside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. But they'll get another chance.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Burke in for J.J. Barea. And Wright kicks to Marjanovic. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 5 points so far.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Right against McCollum. Here's Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass. He's got 9.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to Anthony. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
With 1 on the clock, and the nice bucket inside from Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Dallas up 11. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Dallas leading by 11. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Wright is out there with Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the 4. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Pass to Trent. Here's Simons, guarded by Wright. Trent passes to Anthony. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Outside Hardaway. Inside Marjanovic. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Here's Simons. Off target from outside. Dallas shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Anthony with the bucket.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Collins checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. And then for Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. Kleba with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
But, you know, guys, you know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Curry kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. To the wing right side. Anthony in the corner. Lillard, right side. There's the pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. From past the arc. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Pass to Curry. Fires for 3. Dallas, no good that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Collins and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. From deep. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 8-point game. And the basket by McCollum.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Curry on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Doncic feeling it out. Back to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. And that time, also a missed shot.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Shoots from the corner. Porzingis. Great positioning on the putback.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And Dallas also making a switch. Kleba's checked in. Pass to McCollum. 3-pointer. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Outside Curry. From deep 3-point range, off on that one. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my players started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
It's DA. Well, for a team, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Mavericks. Right now, at the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And checking out Golden State, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And well, for the Warriors, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying it through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at power forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Chris in at the 5 down low. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Jesus surprises anyone with that, Vince. When he's left alone like that, you can usually counter.
Now, here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Green finds Curry. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go with a 3. Another miss by Curry.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Curry, and he converts the layup. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Hardaway kicks to Curry. Pass to Porzingis, out to the wing. Finney-Smith, another 3 for Dallas.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Warriors trail by 5. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Curry gets the bucket.
Well, because of his quick release, so difficult to close up space on Curry.
On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Curry. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And the basket by Curry.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Back to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. The offensive rebound, the second chance effort, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Passes it to Thompson. Fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
Perfect shooting form. Something Thompson's known for. When he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass. Porzingis has got 6.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. From the line. Another shot. Thompson passes to Curry. All three-pointer. Wiggins. He doesn't hit that one. Good if it goes. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's Dallas. They lead by 4. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate.
And he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, G.A. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Burt, also J.J. Barea out there. Wright is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the 4-man position. Here's Poole following the score by Dallas. Wiggins, right side. Shoots over Barea. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Wiggins.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball. Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just haven't got the stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's all knotted up.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Barea dishes to Wright. Now here's Marjanovic. Tight defense on him. Barea the pass to Marjanovic. The baseline J. Dallas no good that time either. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
And the pass to Burke. Back to Barea. Looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Wright. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, G.A., I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Now here's Wiggins. He has 6. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low. Ball stolen. Pass to Poole. Wiggins surveying the floor. Second chance shot. That one wide left. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Mavericks.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
And in his 5th year out of Utah, DeLon Wright, 6'5", great size, Chris, for the point guard position.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, and I like his game. Now, check it out. He's a solid defender. He can rebound the ball. He takes care of the ball, and you can win with guys like that.
And the Warriors with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. Smailagic. That shot missing, and the Mavericks going the other way now. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, it's so tough to beat.
Hits the three-point bomb.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just one on the basket from Poole. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Burke looking over the floor. He kicks to Barea. Right, the pass to Marjanovic. Goes back up. Dallas moving it around. And that one's good. Right.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
To the paint. It's stolen by Marjanovic. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game time.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Poole. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Warriors shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. Here's Thompson, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas.
And that's not a guy you want to foul. Thompson, one of the better free throw shooters we have in this league.
The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he sinks the second. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 2.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. From the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period. And that should...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. That's the Warriors' 5. Thompson against Curry. Here's Finney Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Thompson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk to Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. And you look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man out, Mike Bibby and Pedro Soyakas, two of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree. Porzingis kicks to Finney Smith. On the wing, Hardaway. And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's 13 points for Steph Curry.
A rock-solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Porzingis passes to Curry. Back to Porzingis. And the layup falls. Porzingis has got 8 points.
No hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Thompson against Curry. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Curry passes to Doncic. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Green.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
Here's Finney Smith, guarded by Green. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Count it, good. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
The shot by Curry, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hardaway lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Nice shot by Thompson. 1:52 left to play here in the third.
Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson, he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He moves great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's DeLon Wright in for Curry. Warriors trail by 5. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. A 3. Kleber with the rebound. And with Thompson, all those things you mentioned, C-Webb, about him are why he's such a good fit with Kleber.
Yeah, really anyone like Klay who doesn't need the ball to be effective is a breeze to play with. But the lack of ego on him to defer the spotlight to other stars constantly, it says so much about Klay, but don't sleep though. He has the confidence to light you up at any time.
And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Thompson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Trey Burks checked in for Hardaway. Here's Kleber, guarded by Green. Here's Porzingis. And close. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic's out there with Wright. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Passes it to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry can't get it to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Porzingis inside. Up and in on the layup. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it goes down 2 points.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender, reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
Finney-Smith passes to Kleber. Porzingis inside, guarded by Green. No good on the 3. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Curry. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Wright against Thompson. And Wright kicks to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic sinks the triple.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They lead by 1. Thompson outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He doesn't always show a lot of emotion, but Thompson with an assassin's mentality.
The pass to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make when he plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again. Oh, Mr. Get Buckets. It's unbelievable how many of these Curry makes.
Wright finds Porzingis. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Yes, that goes in. Porzingis has got 24 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Greg. This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
On its way from Curry for 2. That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Passes to Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleba. It's stolen by Curry. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And the Mavericks with possession. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is double to take the lead. Good!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
And here is Curry. Thompson left side. From deep. Can't knock in the 3. From deep three-point range, off the mark. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups.
And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the bus, and now they'll try to make the same impression on the can as things get ready to roll it.
Rocket.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
Harden, that's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Curry passes to Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
Dallas on defense. Passes it to Tucker. Porzingis with the steal. Deflects the pass. Harden with it. Hardaway picks him up. House kicks it to Tucker. Offline with his three. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry wide open with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The pass to Harden. Takes the three. Another miss by Houston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's his first personal foul. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Doncic, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Harden right side, takes a three, and he's good on the three ball. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Westbrook against Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Doncic outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Harden gets the bucket. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. Doncic outside. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Westbrook throws it down.
Well, it might be an understatement to say that's power at the rim. Go ahead, Russell Westbrook.
Harden against Curry. Here's Doncic. Can they get it? He lays it in. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Wright comes in for Seth Curry. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Rocket 2, Doncic. That one a little long. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And that one is hammered home.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Back to Wright. Here's Porzingis. Wright, left side. Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Harden surveying the D, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Correa comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Here's Rivers, and the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Burke can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The shot by Carroll, no good. The Mavericks trailing, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Right outside. Here's Burke. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Well, this is huge for Austin Rivers. When he's making an impact defensively, it lifts his team.
It's a tie game here. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of the NBA always. And
Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Green. McLemore is out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6ers, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, all of those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Green, and the rejection by Marjanovic. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Carroll's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, this guy loves the phrase, quote, hard work is a talent, and you can see DeMarre Carroll's work on the glass there.
Right, the pass to Marjanovic. Oh, and here comes Carroll all alone. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season, the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do at the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke. Westbrook with the bucket.
Boy, Russell Westbrook, so quick to attack, Kevin.
Mavericks trail by 4. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league. Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
For Dallas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
It's House outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Outside for Curry. On the wing, Doncic. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Just such a good feel for the game. Porzingis sees that clock dwindling, stays calm. Money in the bank, baby.
Westbrook finds Harden. Shoots over Curry. Harden, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Curry passes to Porzingis, and he comes up with the deuce. And it's a three-point Maverick lead.
Oh, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
On the wing, Harden to stop the run. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Got a piece of it.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Basket counts. Curry's got his second bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Now here's Tucker. Not a lot of room. And here's Westbrook. Outside, House. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. It was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relay.
And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 2.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring tree. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Hardaway passes to Curry. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Curry's got 6 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Mavericks leading.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Curry's shot is off. And for Houston, they're shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Covington. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Doncic. Three-pointer right. They get it back. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Wide open. Rockets with the rebound. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. McLemore's checked in for Danuel House. The Mavericks also with a sub. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Well, January 15th of 2015 provided a special moment in NBA history. Austin Rivers made his debut for the Clippers guys, who were coached, of course, by Doc Rivers. That was the first time in history a father coached his son in an NBA game. What a special, special time.
The shot by Carroll, no good. Dallas leading by 5. A wide open look here for Wright. Misses the three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
That one falls. Carroll's got 8 points.
Well, this score is all about DeMarre Carroll getting himself good post position. If you allow him that deep, turn the lights out, Kevin.
Here's Marjanovic, and Marjanovic with the slam.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
J.J. Barea is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. The Mavericks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. The free throw drops from Marjanovic. Dora, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Phil. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. From deep. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Here's Kleber. Carroll covering. Back to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Right from outside. Green with the rebound.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Count the basket.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Mavericks leading by 3. It's tipped. Burke, the pass to Marjanovic. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Marjanovic has got 9 points here in the second half. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rivers. From deep 3-point range, and DeMarre Carroll is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Curry passes to Kleber. Here's Barea. Back to Kleber. Covington with the steal. We've got more in store for you right after this. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Rebounds and loose balls. We got to get them.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Tucker in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now, and it's in there. 10 points for Porzingis.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the basket by Harden.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Curry against Harden. Curry passes to Porzingis. Here's Kleber. Offensive rebound Mavericks.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up. They'll be facing a lot of teams that they should be in those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Harden, it falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Curry passes to Porzingis. In the corner, it's Kleber. Back to Porzingis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Harden outside. This one for 3. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Stolen by Westbrook. His first shot coming late. McLemore, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Curry kicks to Kleber. Pass to Finney-Smith. Pass to Kleber. Launches a 3. Second shot opportunity for 3. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
From deep, McLemore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. They get the rebound. Tries again. And Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Curry on the wing, guarded by Harden. Curry passes to Kleber. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. No good with the layup. Here's Harden. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with the three-pointer. That's a bad decision. Mr. Covington under duress of the big moment, and he delivers. Yes, sir.
On the wing, Doncic. Yep, right through the net.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Curry against Harden. The feed to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis fires the 3. The Rockets pull it in. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
The 3 from Harden. But they recover it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kleber, guarded by Tucker. Kleber kicks to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This
unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV.
The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. We're coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Welcome. Hey, Dave. The players love him. Thank you, David. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. If you look at Dallas, they're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers. They're back in the 9th position.
And for the Trailblazers, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
And here's Doncic following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
Kev, I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stolen by Collins. Here's Nurkic. And again, it's Portland converting.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Shot to stop the run. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's on Anthony.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Kicks it out to McCollum. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
And he gets it to go. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's McCollum on the wing. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Porzingis kicks to Kleber. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. A quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Hassan Whiteside on top. And, of course, Porzingis.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size. It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Lillard against Doncic. They get it again. Nurkic. Nice D from Porzingis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Again, Curry missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Little comes in for Collins. The shot. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 5.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
To the inside. Here's Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Barea comes in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Doncic. And then for the Trailblazers, Trent's checked in. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Dallas moving it around. Marjanovic passes to Barea. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Whiteside. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Offensive rebound.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And 2 shots coming up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And as the first quarter wraps up, great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the key.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent. Let's
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, we've got DeLon Wright. Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Kleba in at the 4 slot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Scooped up. Hazanya, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Hazanya's got his first bucket in this one. Mavericks trail by 19. Right, the pass to Barea. Over to the wing. Here's Kleba. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And stolen by Wright. Barea kicks to Kleba. And the pass to Marjanovic. Inside. Over Whiteside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favored style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You combine 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
tough
all of those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, if you talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Back to Burke. It's stolen by Little. Here's Simons. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Look, I know everybody wants to play point guard, but when Whiteside starts to do it, look out.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis has checked in. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle. Marjanovic down low. He's covered by Whiteside. Whiteside against Marjanovic. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Simons, the pass to Collins. And here is Hezonja, guarded by Marjanovic. Here's Simons. Collins. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Marjanovic down low. Whiteside's there. There's the double team from Whiteside. Here's Finney-Smith, and they pick up 2. Finney-Smith's got his first points of the night.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here 3 for 7-footer Zach Collins, showing some real potential as a 3-and-D rim protector.
The interesting thing about last year and Zach Collins was how he played in the playoffs, stepping up, playing with tremendous confidence, playing with physicality. Showed a lot of signs of why it is Portland moved up a couple years ago in the draft to get Zach Collins in uniform.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Lillard with no one around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Lillard from outside. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. The 3 from McCollum. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Ooh, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
McCollum against Curry. Over in the corner, Lillard. From downtown, they grab their own miss, and Collins is right there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Curry, and another basket for Dallas.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
And so it's the Portland.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what is going on?
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. A stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. Some great work from...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Terry Stotts will start the second half with. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Pass to Curry. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Porzingis. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Curry passes to Finney-Smith, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he set that dunk up brilliantly with the kickback pass.
Sweet look on the run. These guys can be so dominant when they work together.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A 3 from McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 11 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Lillard misses.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost him.
Here's Porzingis. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 21. McCollum dishes to Anthony. Over Curry. Anthony can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Down low. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Feeds it to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Collins. The shot by Curry, no good. The Trailblazers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And yes, it's good.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
His three-pointers off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And here's McCollum for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. Curry fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Lillard outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis showing you what he can do if he gets that close. The big man up big time.
The pass to Carmelo. That's a 2 from Lillard. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. On its way from Curry for 2. Drops one in from the wing. Curry's got 9. Anthony drives in, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Melo right now just plunging into the defense, and Pretty easy for him to pick up a foul like that.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Dallas calls timeout.
All right, that was your Mavericks dancers. Give them a round of applause, fans.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Anthony. Here's Doncic. He's got 7. There's the feed to Wright. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Wright's got his second basket.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got DeLon Wright, also J.J. Barea out there. Luka Doncic out there with Marjanovic. And it's Kleber in at the power forwards position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Count it.
Well, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's Azania, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. That free throw good from Doncic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Whiteside, the pass to Carmelo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime. And he's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around. Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Dallas moving it around. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's Little finishing it off.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Outside for Barea. Shot clock at 6. Doncic outside. Inside. Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Portland leading by 15. Here's Trent. Outside Anthony. Fires top of the key. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, he hunts them down, but it will take Melo just a few shots to catch fire, and the defense better be aware of it.
And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. Three-pointer, Lillard. Second shot opportunity. The putback, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Doncic with it. Now Anthony defending. And right with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
McCollum finds Anthony. The Trailblazers rebound.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And the basket by McCollum.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Misses off the right iron. Mavericks trail by 18. Perea with it. Pass to Kleba. No good there. Collins with some nice D. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for C.J. McCollum.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Anthony. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Doncic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the basket by Lillard.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Marjanovic, no good. So it's Portland now. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. McCollum, no good. Doncic left side. Shoots over Lillard. Doncic, no good. McCollum fires from way outside. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
takedowns, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
In your face.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose.
A stunning view of the moon. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Green.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Seth Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
Doncic passes to Curry. Stolen by Thompson.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
For the three. And the three ball is good.
Sometimes before Thompson even catches the pass, he knows he's firing.
Here's Doncic. 38 points for him last game against Denver.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Finney Smith, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
Now, here's Doncic. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Curry passes to Finney Smith. And here's Porzingis. And he lays it straight in.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
That one goes. Count it.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
Curry kicks to Finney Smith. Back to Curry. Over Thompson. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Got a hand on it. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And that one drops.
That's just pure heart from Stephen Curry right there. Owning every fast break opportunity with his speed.
Curry dishes to Hardaway. To the paint. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Unloads from 13. Here's Finney Smith. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net. Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Right wing. Finney Smith passes to Curry. Another 3 for Dallas.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now Hardaway after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Curry's got space. Offensive rebound. Chris kicks to Curry. Pascal, the pass to Thompson. From deep. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. 10 points for Steph Curry.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Curry's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Knocks it loose. Chris pass to Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Shoots over Curry. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 5.
Thompson has one of the sweetest strokes in the game.
On the wing, Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lock at 6. The pass to Finney Smith. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Pass to Pascal. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. There's 10 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And here's Barea. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. And Wright kicks to Burke. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Here's Wiggins, drilled from 11 feet out. Wiggins has got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
The defense is there, but because of the height disparity, there's no real contest.
Here's Burke. Second chance shot. Here's Marjanovic, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. 6 to shoot. Kleba kicks to Barea. Goes up again. Good on the bucket. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Barea against Wiggins. Pass to Poole. Wiggins with it. Just 5 on the clock. No good from outside. Here's Kleba, covered by Wiggins. Yep, it counts. Burke's got 4 this quarter.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Poole. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Passes it to Wiggins. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because of strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so he can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw like Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays. If we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Trey Burke. Barea surveying the floor. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the night. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Curry against Barea. Thompson from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Marjanovic passes to Wright. Outside for Barea. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A wide open look here for Wright. And Dallas again with the bucket. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one. Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
To the inside, Barea. Three-pointer right. Connects from three-point range. Wright's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Thompson is doubled. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic with it. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And a no good getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for J.J. Barea. And it's Seth Curry in for Wright. Curry passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
They've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Curry outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And really deep three that time. And that's 13 points for Klay Thompson.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
And to see Klay back out on the court, can't help but think of him going down with that torn ACL in the finals.
And Klay showed exactly how tough a player he is. Stayed in to hit his free throws, asked to stay in the game, and became an instant legend, even in that losing effort. How about the heart?
Out to Hardaway. There's the 3. Keeps it alive, and Doncic is right there. And now a 9-point Dallas lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thompson right side. A three-pointer, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Dallas.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thompson in the corner. No good, unable to end this run. Dallas leading by 12. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Hardaway. Outside for Curry. There's the pass to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Finney-Smith. The putback. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half. None so far in the second.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
They grab their own miss. Porzingis throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. They double-team Curry. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Hardaway passes to Kleber. And the wing jumper offline.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And the basket by Pascal.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Wright finds Burke. Bangs home the trifecta. Burke's got 7 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
Pass to Kleber. Left side Hardaway. In the corner, right with it. Pass to Kleber from 20 feet out. And he hits the jump shot. Kleber's got his first 2 points of the night. Guarded by Hardaway. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Burke, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear to... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, and there it is for them. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reason why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Poole. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First one falls for Luka Doncic. He's checked in for the Mavericks. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Pulls it up. But he gets it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
6 on the shot clock, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Feeds it to Curry. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Poole the pass to Green, and Green slams it in.
At 6'7", Draymond's always capable of skying up for slams like that one.
Hardaway dishes to Curry. The tray. It's rebounded by Curry.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Drains the three-pointer.
Hey, continue to stack it up from three. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Doncic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Pass to Curry, and stolen by Wiggins. And it's the Warriors on the break. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Curry on the wing. There's the triple. No good on the shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
That cuts the lead to single digits. And that's 20 points for Steph Curry.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Can they get it? And contact on the shot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust each other out there. Be aggressive, stay together, and play as a team. We're coming back and winning this one. Pretty confident words, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Warriors trail by 10. Thompson for 3. And Curry pulls it down. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Porzingis with the ball. Good. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Hands it from downtown. 16 points for Klay Thompson.
You can count on this from Klay. He will stretch you from distance.
Doncic feeling it out. Out to Hardaway. No good off the back of the rim. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. That one from long range.
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Pass to Porzingis. Shot from the top of the key, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Curry passes to Thompson. Outside for Curry. And the 3 off target. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Doncic. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. It's Curry outside. It's good from beyond the arc.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
It's Curry outside, and the miss. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Diege.
Well, guys.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Houston. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's Dallas, a couple spots below.
You know, right now, Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House, and at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, they've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
And here's Westbrook after Tim Hardaway made that last 3-pointer. Harden outside. Back to Westbrook. Houston moving it around. And the jam by Harden.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Hardaway. his last outing with 20 points. Here's Finney Smith, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic, and Doncic is right there.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
And, you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Here's Finney Smith. Curry deciding where to go with it. From deep three-point range, good work defensively by Harden. Rockets trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
Here's Finney Smith. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Lets it fly from 18. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. Harden dishes to Covington.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
The Rockets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Kicks it to McLemore. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Passes it to Carey. Clemens. Burke covering. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. McLemore, no good. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Burke. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Kleber from outside the arc. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
To the middle, here's Wright. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks ahead. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vallanos. And, guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got Green. McLemore is out there with DeMar Carroll. And it's Rivers, and it's Clemens in at the point. Back to Carroll. Here's Green. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Green's got his second basket of the night.
Solid job moving the ball. Carroll is a team player who doesn't allow the ball to stick in his hands. He moves it.
Berea with a wide open look. Here's Marjanovic, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Burke with it, working on Green. Berea, the pass to Marjanovic, and the basket is good. Marjanovic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And, you know, Berea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Marjanovic, and Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's stolen by McLemore. Kicks it out to Harden. Over right. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from James Harden.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Knocked loose. The dive for the ball. And again, Dallas turns it over. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Outside Curry. Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the Rockets lead by 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dallas again missing. Here's Houston now. They're on a 16-4 run. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
Now the pass to Cleveland. Deep. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Doncic. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. The 9-foot shot. Again, Covington missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
To the right side. Here's Finney-Smith. Offensive rebound. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Count that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Tucker with the ball. Back to Harden. Shoots over Curry. No good from the wing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas. We've got Luka Doncic, also Seth Curry out there, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4-man position. Our last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Harden the pass to Covington. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Pass break, Dallas throws up, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Covington kicks to Harden. Westbrook against Doncic. Westbrook dishes to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. That one doesn't go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Westbrook passes to Covington. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Stolen. Pass to Finney-Smith. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too. Comparisons being drawn between Kristaps Porzingis and Dirk Nowitzki for their height and skill level, understandably so, and in many eyes, fitting that Porzingis is now a Dallas Maverick.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Dishes to Tucker. Back to Covington. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket. And Clark, looking at those two players you just mentioned, Nowitzki's 7 foot tall, Porzingis 7'3".
Yeah, you take a look at those guys, and the difference really, I think, is the athleticism of Porzingis. He moves a little better, he bounces a little higher, and as he's gotten stronger, I think center might be his natural position, whereas Dirk was really better suited to being a power forward.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Covington passes to House. Here's Harden on the wing. Releases. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. On its way from Curry for 2. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 7 points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Out to Hardaway. Jacks up a 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And it's Carroll with the ball for Houston. 24 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Burke. Marjanovic passes to Wright, and the shot goes in. Wright's got his second bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off the back rim, no good. Up in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Mavericks ahead. They lead by 4. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Houston, Ben McLemore is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Green, and it's Clemens in at the point guard position. McLemore with the ball. Wright's there. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
From deep, Perea. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Shots good by Green.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Carroll. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke. 5 to shoot. Pass to Marjanovic. Shoots over Tucker. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Rockets trail by 7. Outside, Covington. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Covington. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. The pass to Kleba. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Harden outside. Covington trying to break free. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from James Harden.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
Tucker, the pass to Covington. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Curry comes in for Wright. Here's Curry, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Outstanding focus from Seth Curry. Nice job there of staying in control of his shot, even with the contact.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. The free throw drops for Curry. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of it, at least in my opinion.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Doncic dishes to Curry. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Curry on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Clemens. Lays it up off the glass.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Now here's Curry. Passes it to Porzingis. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Rockets on the break. Here's Clemens. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's just unselfish basketball by Tucker, making the extra pass to set up his teammate.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
Here's Covington. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And, you know, the calm nature of Covington, even in tense moments, he stays relaxed, he keeps his composure, and finds ways to nail these shots.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Curry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Finney-Smith. Beyond the arc. The Rockets pull it in.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Nails the triple.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Robert Covington.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So Dallas will get the first possession. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Mavericks, Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the force.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
On the wing, Doncic. Out to the right wing. Tips it. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Houston making a switch. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Harden. Covington. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Stolen by Harden. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Pass to Covington. Porzingis with the block. Hardaway passes to Doncic. Good work there as it goes. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Westbrook finds Covington. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up. That's why he's boarding it well.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. That free throw good from Porzingis. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. It's Harden with the drive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Here's Dallas. They're on a 9-1 run. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Westbrook surveying the D and not sure what he was thinking there. Fast break Dallas. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Well, it's hard to know what Seth's going to do when he pulls up this close. He's excellent at making the defense uncomfortable.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Both shots good from the stripe.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Westbrook kicks to Caboclo. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper. Westbrook against Doncic.
From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Checking in for your Mavericks.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And that basket is in from Caboclo.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah,